even now, with the exception of Heyman, because Heyman is a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Up until now, I don't think anybody has any other any duo hasn't come across or done or gotten that chemistry that we had. I'm a firm believer because there was a lot more to what we did on screen. We were always together. We rode together. We basically lived together and on the road because we were always sharing hotels and whatever. But we're always together, so we got to learn about each other and then feed off of each other. And I think that chemistry was able to be portrayed on TV. When we did interviews, they always had it together, especially in the beginning, because he was still taking English classes. So there was times where he would get stuck, and I kind of figured what he was trying to say, so I would just jump in, and we just had that dynamic,
Yeah.
which we also had it on TV. There was a lot of times where when we had these promos, there was these long ass promos, and when you're learning English, when you're given something like that, it's tough to remember. And then after a while they only gave him bullet points, but in the beginning, so I will remember the promo. So when I felt like he was getting stuck, I would walk behind him and I would just whisper, or say, go on about Sheamus or go on about XYZ guy, whatever, or say this,
Mhm.
and then I would just kind of remind him, all right, this is where I have to go now. But I'm a firm believer that up until this point, nobody else has touched what we have done. And again, I exclude Heyman because Heyman is a whole nother.
Yeah.
Heyman is a
Brock,
whole nother
Brock,
thing.
Brock and Paul are obviously, that was a good one. I like
Yeah.
Heyman and Roman as well, but I think Brock and Paul works better. But that's only just my personal
Yeah,
opinion.
yeah, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
But
you done a
I'm a
lot of
firm believer.
yeah, you done a lot of funny kind of segments with guys like Sheamus, where you dressed up as Sheamus, you dressed